Hello, my name is Sally Ibbotson, and I run online Qigong classes with my colleague Esther Mason. And you may be getting a link to this video in response to an inquiry about those classes. And perhaps you haven't been to online Qigong classes before, and perhaps you have never done Qigong before. And you're absolutely welcome to the classes. So there are some things that it would be useful for you to know about the classes in particular rather than Qigong, because when you get there, all instructions will be given. So just to let you know that the way that the classes are structured, people come into the Zoom room and we spend some time just making sure that we're comfortable so that we've got everything that we need, water, that we're warm enough or cool enough, etc. And then we sit for a little while. So you will need to have somewhere comfortable to sit in front of the computer screen. And we do that because, and that's a really important part of the session. So we kind of come away from the screen. We might have been setting up our Zoom room, etc. And we come away and we come into the body. And you're guided into that sitting position and sitting, if you like, meditation or reflection. And that lasts maybe 2 or 3 minutes. And then there's always a little bit of self-inquiry, some kind of how am I this morning or how am I right now? And we usually do that with a metaphor rather than with a straightforward question. Because Qigong is full of images and metaphors, so it sets the scene a little bit. A typical way of asking people how they are is to ask them about their internal climate or to give an internal weather report. It might be raining outside, it might be sunny, but how do you feel on the inside? Are you stormy or are you calm like a calm sea, etc.? So we all, not just the facilitators, but the whole group, the whole circle gets a kind of feel for how everybody else is as well. Then we do what we call a self warm up. Usually, sometimes we do a guided warm up, and sometimes it's just said warm your body up as you would like. Probably the first couple of times that you attend a class, because because you're new, we'll do a guided warm up. But then after a while, you can just feel through your body and see what needs to happen. Do you need to shake out a bit? Do you need to massage? Do you need to jump up and down? What do you need to do to warm up? All instructions will be given as far as the Qigong goes, unless someone requests that there's a quieter session. And we would only do that if people are really confident about all the moves. So I suppose we do about 25 minutes, half an hour of actual Qigong. The rest of the time is setting up, it's inquiring as to how we are, it's a bit of warm up. And then hopefully we finish with a few minutes to spare just to all come back to the screen to close the session, really. You don't have to say anything. And it's important to say that you don't have to say anything at any time, even with the beginning self-inquiry. If you just want a quiet session and you just want to sit and then do the Qigong, that's absolutely fine. And likewise, at the end of the session, if you just want to disappear into your day, nobody minds. You don't even have to thank anybody. It's absolutely fine to just take the peace or the groundedness with you into your day. I think that apart from that, all the instructions about payment and timings are given in our weekly reminder. If you have any questions and there hasn't been time at the end of the session, we are always more than welcome for you to email us. And if it's something we can answer by email, we'll do that. And if not, then we'll send you a video. So if it's something about the movement, we'll either address that in the next class or send you a coaching video that will hopefully answer that. The main thing is that you enjoy it. Because we're not in a village hall or a treatment room, as it were, we're online. It's really not important to get everything exactly right. Doesn't matter in terms of left or right or which hand goes over which, because that can get confusing when you're looking at a screen. So we tend to leave out those things. Um, but the fundamentals of Qigong will be explained. And we always remind people that Qigong moves are done following the breath rather than the breath follows the move. And let me just illustrate that actually, because that's really important. So, say for example, we invite you to just raise your hands on the in breath. You raise your hands on your natural in breath, no forcing the breath, just tune into how the in breath is. Okay, I'm full of air, and lower your hands on the out breath. Okay, I'm lowering my hands, I'm lowering my hands. And at some stage, you'll be empty of air. And it's your particular rhythm. Everyone else might be doing something completely different. It's unlike yoga, which I totally respect. Yoga is my first love, but we don't um, breathe out in time to the move. It's the other way around. We move in time to the breath. If there are any questions, my email address is on the blurb below this video. And I really look forward to welcoming you to classes. Bye bye for now.